You don't get crushes. You party a lot. You give really good advice. You like to do things that are out of your comfort zone. Your biggest red flag for a guy is bad hygiene. You are dating someone. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be responding to your assumptions about me whilst I get ready for the day. Around a fortnight ago I put a post on my Instagram story and on the community tab of my YouTube channel asking what assumptions you guys had about me, and there were over 50 responses, so I won't be able to get through all of them today, but I'll try my best to go through as many of them as possible. Look at this. They just keep going. A lot of them are similar, so I've sort of grouped them and I'll go through the general ones that came up quite a lot. Okay, getting straight into it. The first one is you prefer natural makeup than full glam. Definitely. Ironically today what I'm doing, I just dropped that on my jumper. What I'm doing today is a little bit more full glam, mainly because as I'm filming this it's Christmas Eve, so it's a bit more of a special occasion than like every day, but when I do makeup on an everyday basis it's very natural. Right, the next one is you want to learn more languages. I'm not sure. I mean, I went through a phase where I wanted to be fluent in Spanish, and I'm not like super against the idea of being fluent in Spanish, but I'm no longer taking it as a subject. I don't know, the idea of speaking multiple languages is cool, and I think it would be useful like if I ever went travelling, but it's not exactly something that I'm like actively practicing. Oh, I forgot to put my headband on. There we go. The next one is you are getting more into Gilmore Girls since you started watching it. Definitely. I'm on like, I think season 2 episode 13 now. So I've been watching it so much. I watch at least an episode a day, some days more. It's actually not good because I've been staying up to like 11 o'clock at night watching it, which granted I'm not at school. I'm on the Christmas holidays at the moment, so it doesn't really matter if I stay up late watching it. But it's addictive. It's so good. Also, I apologise in advance if the lighting doesn't get any better, but unfortunately my window's like right behind me when I'm sat at my vanity, and I can't exactly move my window, so it's made this side of my face kind of dark. So yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, moving on to the next assumption. You like to do things that are out of your comfort zone. Not really. I don't like to do it, but I try to do it. I know that I should because it's better for me in the long run, and it'll make me, you know, a more confident person, I think. Just like, hold on, I can't talk whilst I'm doing this, give me a second. There we go, that's skincare done. As I was saying, I don't necessarily like doing things out of my comfort zone because they're not comfortable, but I always feel better after doing something that, you know, seemed a little daunting to begin with. Like, the most, I guess, prominent example that I can think of is I was head girl for my school last year, and I had to do quite a lot of presentations in front of everybody in my school, and there's just less than 2,000 kids at the school that I went to, so that was really daunting, doing presentations in front of people, and that was definitely out of my comfort zone. But then once I did it a few times it just became a bit more natural to me, and now my public speaking is so much better. So yeah, I guess to begin with it seems really daunting, but after I do things that are out of my comfort zone I always feel better for it. You want to live in England your whole life. I don't know. I don't hate living here, but part of me thinks that it might be nice to like move back to Australia and see if I prefer living there, like now that I'm older. I don't know, I lived there when I was 10, but I don't know what it's like to live there when I'm older. I guess we'll just wait and see. It's one of those things that you can't exactly predict now. Like, I'll work it out eventually, but if I end up living in England, I end up living in England. If I end up living somewhere else, I'll end up living somewhere else. Who knows? The next person said, you prefer silver jewellery over gold. Definitely not. My necklace that I wear every single day, I'm not wearing it now, but once I put the rest of my jewellery on later, that's what I will be wearing, is gold. I always wear gold earrings, always gold. You hate long acrylic nails. Definitely. I don't really like long acrylic nails. You know, the ones that are like this long. I can't, no. I don't know how you do anything with them. I just don't like them. I think the shorter ones look nice. Quite a few of my friends have like Christmas acrylic nails at the moment, and they look good. But the really long ones, I just don't. Like, I know some people like them, and if you do, good for you. But no, personally for me, no. You read at least 30 minutes a day and sometimes stay up late just to finish a chapter. This used to be me. I used to do that. I used to read like every single second of spare time I had, and I would stay up late reading. I haven't really read in a long time, actually. I was supposed to start The Silent Patient like a month ago, and I haven't been reading. I haven't read for ages, but I don't know, I've just not really had the time. That's an excuse, that's a cop-out, let's be honest. I just haven't really been bothered to do it. I know that sounds awful, but it's one of those things that once you're out of the habit of it, it becomes very difficult to get back into it. But then once I start reading a book and I love it, I'm out that reading slump and I'm straight back into reading every day. But I definitely used to be that person that would stay up late and read books all the time, and honestly I wish I was still like that. It's something I want to get back into, hopefully in the new year. Maybe I'll make that one of my New Year's resolutions, to read a certain amount of books throughout the year. To be fair, this year my goal was to read 24 books, so 2 a month. I don't even think I read 5, honestly. To be 100% honest with you, I don't even think I read 5. And I know that's really bad, but I've just been really busy. This year has been a busy year. Like, when you guys were watching this and you would have had Christmas already. I hope you had an amazing Christmas, by the way. But yeah, the next one. Sometimes you feel lonely / that you are missing out. Yeah, I guess. I'm not really like a massive party person. And also when people hang out, I don't usually get invited to things. Don't ask me why, ask them why. It's a good question. Yeah, I mainly feel lonely and like I'm missing out with people back in Australia, because obviously I have friends in Australia and I see what they're getting up to, but I'm not doing anything with them because I live on the other side of the world. And that definitely makes me feel like I'm missing out from time to time, because my old friends are still friends with each other, which is obviously great, but I really wish I could be there with them. And I keep in touch with a lot of people anyway. But you know, long distance friendships are difficult, and it's nothing like being, you know, actually with somebody. Yeah, mainly people in Australia that I feel like I'm missing out with. Yeah. Oh, this made me sad. The next one. You were very polite. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I would say so. I've always been told by like people my age and adults that I'm very polite. So yeah, I guess so. You think dogs are more fun to have as a pet than cats? Definitely. I am not a cat person. I have lots of friends that have cats. I have, you know, met loads of cats. Just know, I'm not a cat person. To be fair, I never have been. I've always been a dog person. I've had 3 dogs in my lifetime. My current dog is called Chester. He's a blue roan cocker spaniel. And he has just turned 4. Wow, that's gone so quickly. Yeah, they're just not as attentive as dogs. Like, you can't just sit there and, like, you don't get to walk a cat. I feel like you don't have very much bonding time with a cat. Dogs are so much better, and no one can change my mind on that, ever. Next, you wish you had a brother and you don't like being the oldest child in your house. The first bit, you wish you had a brother. Older brother, yes. Younger brother, no. I would not want a younger brother. I feel like that would just be a hassle. No offense if you're a younger brother or you have a younger brother, I just wouldn't want it. An older brother though, I love the idea of having an older brother. Like, that would just be so nice. Can anyone else relate to that? Like, the idea of just having a protective older sibling in general, to be fair. I'd have an older sibling any day. I have a younger sister, by the way, if you don't know. And I don't mind having a younger sister. I just wouldn't want a younger brother. The second part, you don't like being the oldest child in your house. Honestly, there's pros and cons to being the oldest child or the youngest child. I don't think, like, it's specifically like, oh, being the oldest is the hardest or being the youngest is the hardest. But I guess in my house, there's pros and cons to it. I like having responsibility, yet I also don't like having responsibility. I definitely like that I can, like, help my sister with things that I've been through already. But also I kind of wish that I had somebody like that, which obviously, like, you can talk to your parents, but I think the best part about having an older sibling is they've been through the exact same things only a matter of years beforehand, which I think would be so cool to have somebody like that to talk to. See, my sister's so lucky. She's got someone 4 years older than her that's gone through exactly the same thing, like, just before her. Oh well, I guess to some extent I would say that being the older sibling is a little bit harder, but I'm biased because I am an older sibling, and I'm sure that all younger siblings would say that being the younger siblings the hardest. So who knows? The next one is a question. Someone asked, what are your future plans? Yet again, this is something that I don't know myself, and we will find out one day. I want to go to uni. I don't know exactly what I want to do at uni yet. We'll decide that close to the time. Yeah, other than that, I don't really know. I'd like to go travelling. That's kind of it. I don't know. And I don't really want to plan too much in advance, because I just think, you know, things will happen when they're supposed to happen, and if they're meant to happen at all. So, yeah. Like, I have a rough idea of it, like certain things that I like to do or achieve in my life, but who knows? Could change. I could say something entirely different next week. No idea. I think that you're very smart. Thank you. I mean, not to toot my own horn, I guess. I've always been academically smart, yes, but not the sort of smart, like, I'm not one of those people that can just turn up to an exam without revising and just ace it. I have to work hard to get good grades. So naturally smart, maybe not. Like, I've become more street smart, but I haven't always had the most common sense. But academically smart, yeah, I'd say so. Next one, you think seafood is gross? Not all the time. I don't like lobster, or what's those sticks? Is it crabfish? I think. But I like other things like calamari, and it's kind of it, just calamari. I don't really like fish either. I guess you could say, yeah, I do think seafood's gross, except calamari. I used to have calamari on this beach with my family like every second weekend, and oh my gosh, no. I just put so much bronzer and I look like an Oompa Loompa. You party a lot. I think I kind of spoke about this. No, I don't think I've been to one like high school party. To be fair, if someone invited me to a party, I'd definitely go. Like, I'm okay with the idea of it. I just don't get invited. I don't know why, but people seem to, and I say this like I know, this is what I have kind of gotten to gauge from people, but people think of me as a bit of a nerd. And I guess it's because whilst they're all out partying, I do things like film and edit YouTube videos, which I love and I'm proud of. But yeah, I never really get invited, so I don't go. But yeah, no, I definitely, at this moment in time, do not party. You want at least 2 kids when you're older. Yeah, I definitely want a family. My parents used to think I was crazy because I told them I wanted 11 kids. Yeah, don't worry, I don't want 11 kids anymore, but I still like the idea of having a big family, like maybe 3, 4 kids, 5 tops. I feel like that'd be really homey, like having a big family. I don't know, I really like the idea of that. So yeah, definitely 2+ kids. If God gives me 2+ kids, we'll wait and see. Who knows, I might not be able to have kids. This thing, we will have to wait and see, but I would like to have a big family. You want to go to college. So I think you're talking about uni, because in the UK, year 12 and 13, which is like junior and senior year of high school, we call college, or 6th form, and then after that we go on to university, which I think is what they call college in America. I could be wrong, but if you are talking about university, yes, I'd like to go to university. And if you're talking about college, as in like college, what we call college, I'm already in college. Sorry, that was so confusing. How many times did I just say the word college in a sentence? The next thing, someone said, are you gay? No, I'm not, I'm straight. The biggest red flag for a guy is bad hygiene. That's one of them, yeah. If someone has clear bad hygiene, yeah, it's just off-putting, isn't it? Like, how would you know that someone has bad hygiene? Apart from like if they stink or have bad breath. Both of which are just no thank you. I don't know if it's my biggest red flag, but yeah, it's definitely a red flag. Next, you are dating someone. No, no, I'm not. Your life hasn't had much change. I think it's had the most amount of change it possibly could. I moved from Australia to England. I don't think you get much more change than that. So yeah, no, that's definitely not true. I've had a lot of change in my life. The next person said you are shy around new people. Yeah, I guess I'm an extroverted introvert. Does that make sense? Like, I would say I'm not necessarily shy, But like when I meet somebody new, I'm not as confident and comfortable around them as I am somebody I've known for a long time, which is understandable. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily shy. Like I'm quite a outgoing person even with new people. I'm just not like 100% like out there with new people. The next one is you are careful about who you let into your life. Yeah, I guess now that I've been through quite a lot in terms of friendships, and I guess now I'm very cautious as to who I allow like close to me. So I'm friends with a lot of people and I'm civil with everybody for the most part, but I'm very much cautious about who I let get really close to me. Yet again, long-winded. I'm just a babbler, aren't I? I just babble about all sorts. In answer to your question, yes. Why do I overcomplicate everything? Oh my gosh, why am I so pink? I think I've overdone it on the blush. I'm literally looking like a clown. Anyway, the next one, your favourite genre of music is pop and your favourite movie genre is comedy. So, my Spotify wrap-up, the first 3 of like my main genres of music were all pop. There was like regular pop, movie pop, something else pop. It was 3 types of pop, so that's definitely true. And then favourite movie genre is comedy. Yeah, I like rom-coms. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, the next one is you eat really healthy foods and care about what goes into your body. I care about what goes into my body, yes. And I eat healthy food, but I also eat junk as well. I actually went into town with one of my friends the other day. We went Christmas shopping and we were talking about this, and I was just saying, like, I've eaten so much junk recently, and it's harder to eat healthily, I think, in the winter because all I want to eat is comfort food. But yeah, I definitely try and eat healthy foods, and luckily my family have always made home cooked meals and we've always eaten healthy as a family, which has made it easier for me to eat healthy foods. But yes, I'm definitely cautious about like what I eat, but not too cautious. I've never gone on a diet, I've never counted calories, so I just eat whatever, but I'm cautious in the sense that if all I'm eating all day is rubbish, I recognise that and I try and be better with it. Next, you give really good advice. Yes I do. I would say I do give really good advice, but I never follow my own advice. Like if a friend tells me they have a problem, I'll sit down with them and I'll be like, yeah, I think you should do this. But never to myself. But yeah, I'm gonna agree with that there. I think I give pretty good advice. Okay, the next one is you don't get crushes. That's not true, but what I will say is like when I get crushes, it's for a relatively long period of time. Like I'm definitely not one of those people that likes someone new every week. Like I can recognize when someone's attractive and I can say, oh yeah, that guy's cute, that guy's attractive. But when I actually have a crush on someone, it's usually for a substantial amount of time. Oh, okay. This is a bit different. Someone said, you are rarely in a bad mood and when you are, you can hide it. Yet again, I'm going to be honest, I have been in a bad mood quite a lot recently. It's not good. It really isn't. I shouldn't laugh. I think it's been a mixture of everything. I've been a little bit stressed with getting 3 videos out a week. I've had a lot of schoolwork to do. We've had exams. And I think everything was just sort of piling up for the past couple of weeks. And I was in a bad mood quite a lot. But better now. I'm happy now. But in terms of hiding it, I think at home I don't hide my bad mood. Ask my parents. They will tell you. But I think at school, yeah, I'm quite good at pretending I'm okay when I'm not. And I talk to my friends and like people that I trust when I don't feel great. But yeah, I guess sometimes that's true. Ooh, okay. Someone said you try your best to avoid conflicts and be friendly towards anyone and everyone 24/7. No, I guess not. I won't cause conflict and I will be friendly towards anyone and everyone 24/7 unless someone is being outright disrespectful. The second someone is disrespectful to me or somebody else that I'm close to, no thank you, then I will step in, and if there's going to be conflict as a result of it, then hey. Obviously not like physical conflict, blah blah blah, no thank you. But I've had plenty of arguments with people just because I've set boundaries, and if I have to, you know, let someone know that they've overstepped a boundary or they've done something I'm uncomfortable with, I will do so, even if, you know, if it's going to be uncomfortable, it's going to be uncomfortable. But if they're, you know, if someone's a good friend, you should be able to tell them that you have a problem with something and you move through it. But of course, aside from that, I do try and be friendly with everyone whenever I can. I feel like you should just do that anyway. I try and be kind to everybody. Oh, okay, this sort of goes hand in hand. You like to give people the benefit of the doubt and believe in second chances. Unfortunately not anymore. I used to be very big with second chances, third chances, fourth chances. And unfortunately I went through quite a lot of friendship groups, and there were, you know, certain people that did something that I didn't like and I told them, and then they did the same thing again, and eventually, you know, you just get fed up of that. And I guess now I've gotten to the point I don't give people second chances. Like if I sit down with somebody and we have a really good conversation and, you know, they explain to me why they did something, or we both have a chance to talk about how we feel about something and we can move through it, then great. But I think there's 8 billion people in the world. You know, if someone's a decent friend, they're not going to do something to begin with. Like, why give them a second opportunity to do the same thing again? And that's a pessimistic way to think about it, I know, but like, I'm a very forgiving person and I will forgive people, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna let them close again, you know? This is so deep. Wow, okay, that's makeup done. I'm just gonna answer a couple more before I end this video, because there's some good ones, but yeah, I can't be talking for an hour on end, so try and be quick. You are a perfectionist. Yes, I am. In every sense of the word, I am most definitely a perfectionist with everything. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, because it means that I do everything to my best ability and I make sure that, you know, nothing's left unfinished. But sometimes I also think, oh, this is going to be my downfall because I can spend far too long on one thing. Yeah, but most definitely a perfectionist. Okay, now that I've finished my makeup, I've changed the position of the camera, so hopefully the lighting's a little bit better for you now, and I can continue with the last couple of assumptions. Someone said, I think you're really hardworking, Ellen. Thank you. Yeah, I would say so. I guess with school, YouTube, part-time job, I've got quite a lot on my plate, and I'd say I manage it quite well. So yeah, I guess I'd say I'm hardworking. You overthink. Yes. Yes, I do. Everything. And I don't know why, it's really annoying, but I do. I just make problems that don't exist in my head. It's ridiculous. Your favourite subject is English. I actually don't take English anymore. So I did have a GCSE, English language and English literature, but I don't take it at A-levels. And when I did it at GCSE, I didn't hate it, but it definitely wasn't my favourite. It's one of those things that I feel like at a certain point you can't really be taught it anymore. Like, you're just good at it or you're not. And my teacher told me she thought I was good at it. I don't think I was good at it. And my grades were actually worse in English Lit and Lang than they were in any of my other subjects for GCSEs. So yeah, I probably would say it's not my favourite. Your love language is quality time. Yes, yes it is. I actually did this like survey thing a couple months ago. It was like, what's your love language? And it was quality time. I just love spending time with friends and family. I don't do it enough, unfortunately. I'm very busy a lot of the time. And that's not an excuse, I need to make more time for friends and family. But when I do spend quality time with people, I always love it, so. Your favourite season is winter. No, winter's my least favourite season because it's just gloomy. It's so dark in the morning, it's so dark at night, there's hardly any hours of light, it's cold, it's windy. But no, summer's definitely my favourite season, which is why maybe, going back to one of the very first questions, maybe I should just live in a hot place, summer all year round. I could do with that. You make friends easily. Oh my gosh, there's a bunch of horses going by my house. Oh, they've got tinsel wrapped around their saddles. That's so cute. Anyway, getting distracted. You make friends easily. Yeah, I guess. I'm quite a friendly person. So, some people, you know, will like me, some people won't. It's the same with everyone. Not everyone's gonna like you, not everyone you know, you're not going to like everybody, but I would say, yeah, I guess I make friends easily. And the very last one I'm going to answer today is, you would like to study abroad? No, I'd like to stay here for uni. Even if I go live somewhere else afterwards, I'd like to stay in England for university. Okay, and that is all of them. Wow, I don't know. I think there was about 10, 15 we didn't get through. But yeah, that was actually really fun. I liked doing that. I might have to do another one in like 6 months' time and see what changes. If you did like this video, please make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below if you haven't already, and turn on post notifications so you're notified every single time I post a new video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye!